Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hey, I'm Lauren. So I ordered a proper filming light for the first time. I hate the idea of trying to sit at my window at the perfect time of day to get lighting that doesn't make the video quality look terrible. And I told myself I would wait to film a video until I got it. I definitely wanted to film my content. It's a way of me to do something during the day as well. Win-win all around. Today I wanted to do a video on facts about myself and updates just to kind of spark the new evolution of the channel. I know that I've talked about this multiple times that obviously I sold Ralph and I'm not riding. I was riding a horse over the winter. I don't think that it's advisable to be going to the barn and trying to ride and use all her stuff right now. That being said, the channel is definitely going to take more of a turn into the lifestyle and vlogs and hauls and food and the things that regularly just happen in my life right now. Also, my hair is getting super long. I don't know if you can see this. And I cut my own bang fringe pieces because, fun fact, I leaned over the stove and my hair rested on the burner. So I had to cut the pieces to make it even and no longer black and crispy. I guess I will start kind of with updates and then we'll go into kind of just facts about me and introducing, or I guess reintroducing you to me and my channel and everything. So I am obviously unemployed. I worked at a restaurant as a server, so clearly none of that's going on, not an essential service. Honestly, I do enjoy my own company, but living in a house of roommates where you don't all necessarily agree on how things should be done, it definitely has been frustrating. So I've been spending time going on walks, and I go to my mom's house quite a bit because she also doesn't really go anywhere and lives on her own. Me and my friends will get together and go for a bike ride. A bunch of my friends have dogs, so we'll take their dogs on a walk. Some things that I've been doing during quarantine to make the time pass was mainly school, but I'm done now, which is crazy that I graduated from my bed. I'm done, and I thought I would feel more relieved, but I also feel very lost in a way because I don't have that one thing that was always consuming my day and my time. I made myself a list because I'm a list person. Okay, so one thing that I've been doing every single day without fail is doing some type of exercise or working out. It takes a lot of effort for me to get up, put on workout clothes, pull up a video, and then work out. But I've been so disciplined, and I'm so proud that I have been because it makes my days 1000% better. Every single day I try to do something so that I feel accomplished, feel stronger. Yeah, I mean, I plan on coming out of quarantine a fit bitch, so hopefully I make that happen. Most of this week is supposed to be raining and kind of gross out. The sun hasn't shone yet today, which is kind of sad. My emotional patterns definitely follow what the weather is doing. So I told myself, you know what, it's not downpouring, so I'm gonna go for a walk. I went on an hour and 20-minute walk. I'll throw my headphones in and I'll listen to a podcast, and I try to pick podcasts that are from an hour to an hour and a half, and I just walk until it's over. But it's really nice because it kills two birds with one stone because I get my exercise in and I get to listen to an educational or a funny or anything. I just love podcasts. I've been trying to eat very healthy, I do get my cravings and then I end up ordering skip the dishes or something. I've been doing a lot of grocery shopping, cooking from home. I got a couple of the Chef's Plate HelloFresh boxes, yoga and stretching and meditation. I am not a flexible person at all. So that's a personal goal for this quarantine. And then the general clean your room, purge your closet, reorganizing things, filing papers. That was a big one that I've had to do. Decluttering my phone, my contact list, who I follow on Instagram and Snapchat. That has been probably one of the most refreshing things. I don't want to be seeing things I don't care about or things that don't pertain to me, put negative vibes out. Why would I be following that kind of stuff and seeing it every day, especially because I know we're all on our phones so much more during this time. Hello, 8.5 hours a day on your phone. What I'm trying to plan for this week is to do a spa day with my mom. My friends ordered me a ukulele, and I have been wanting a ukulele for quite a while now, actually. I used to have one from Hawaii, it was on an authentic one, and it got thrown out or lost when I moved a bunch. I've always wanted to learn ukulele, and I think it's so cute and little and just a really soft instrument that's not gonna annoy people when I'm playing it. Also, reading or writing has been a really big one. I've been writing poetry, which is very strange for me. I never really knew how much I appreciated it and liked it until I had the desire to write a poem, and since then I've been writing 1 to 2 a day. I've been painting. I used to be so into art and drawing and sketching and all that, and I took art classes and literally I loved it so much. So I was on a really big painting flex a month ago, and I've slowed down a bit, but I want to get back into it. The importance of Zooming, FaceTiming, Skyping, Netflix partying, just really making sure that people know that they're cared for. Everyone's having a different experience with quarantine. Some people are natural introverts, work from home already, have had a very easy transition into this. However, a lot of people have been really struggling, so it's really stressful. A lot of people are very uncertain with money and resources, and there's a big fear mentality that is, I think, associated. I'm definitely an optimist. I feel like there's gonna be a big shift in how we work and how we think as a community. That's a very long list of things that I've been doing, and honestly I'm okay during this time. I was very stressed about finances and what I was gonna do and finishing school. Now that I'm through it, I'm kind of just you know what, accept it, we're chilling, just taking it day by day. I wanted to talk about things about me. Obviously this channel is all about me and narcissism, so let's do this. Don't have them numbered, I just have bullet points in my phone, so we will go through this and you'll learn a little bit more about me. I am 22 years old. I'm from Ontario, Canada, about an hour outside of Toronto. Born and raised here all my life, went to school here. Always told myself I wouldn't, but somehow I got roped into staying. I live in a student house with 4 other people, so there's 5 of us total. My birthday is February 22nd. I'm a Pisces, and I feel like that description fits me pretty well. I went to school for interior design at Conestoga College. I have graduated and I have a degree in interior design. I'm super excited to see where this takes me. I started my first YouTube channel in 2013, My Equine Addiction. I was 15 years old. I was so young. I think I was in grade 10. Oh, and then fun fact too, I think I've mentioned this in a video before, but the exact day that I started My Equine Addiction, I then started this channel exactly, I think 2 or 3 years later, on the exact same day. I created it and I had no idea, and it was such a synchronicity, and I was ooh, so kismet. I've loved horses forever, and I've been horseback riding since I was 8, and I really want to get back into it. The other day I was driving past the barn and I was getting so emotional, and I was just I freaking miss it so much. I miss the routine. I miss getting up in the morning and going and having 3 hours spent there and just being in my element. I just miss the routines and riding and setting goals and actually accomplishing them and seeing progress and filming and everything about it. My goal is that when I find a job and I get settled, I would feel comfortable committing to a lease or a part board or co-board or something, and then I feel I would do that. But until I actually know where I'm gonna settle, I don't really feel comfortable purchasing another horse, just because I have no idea where my career and my life and everything is gonna lead me. So I don't think that's fair to whatever horse I would end up getting. I'm definitely an optimist. I feel I can see the good side of everything, and in shitty situations I can pick out the life lessons, and I'm really good at putting myself in other people's shoes. Not always so much in the moment, but definitely afterwards I can kind of sit back and say, okay, why did this happen? What was the reason that where did it originate from? I have size 5 feet and I'm 4'11", so my license says I'm 5'1". I've told people I'm 5'1" for years, so turns out I'm not. We remeasured and I'm 4'11". I am deathly afraid of needles. A needle in my mouth, needles in my ears, needles for tattoos, totally fine. But as soon as you want to put a needle in my arm, hell no. I literally pass out, throw up 10 times out of 10. Maybe one day I'll get over my fear, but as of right now, pretty scared. When it's bright out, I only close one eye and I leave this eye fully open. Clearly this eye is nowhere near as sensitive as this one. I don't know. Comment if you also experience this. I can choose when I'm ticklish. It's definitely a mental thing. I have a really bad habit of people introducing themselves to me and telling me their name, and then I'll literally stare at the person and be I forgot to listen. But I am amazing with faces, and like I can pick out a face from someone I've met once. I love horror movies. I used to hate them. I was traumatized. And then my dad like conditioned me to not be scared of like the dark and horror movies and stuff because he just forced me to watch so many of them. So now I'm kind of immune and I love them. And if a horror movie actually scares me, then it's a good one. I will binge something, whether it's a TV show or an activity or something. I will just completely forget it exists. And I do this all the time. Like I have a super one-track mind. So like when I'm gung-ho about something, I like will work so hard on it, like be so dedicated, put so much of my passion into it. And then the second that like something interrupts that, or my direction has to change, or my focus has to change onto something else, then I'm kind of like, oh, like that's over for me. And it's really weird. Really love giving gifts. I really like the thoughtfulness of them. So like I love making and putting together gifts for like my friends or family. It's really satisfying to like watch someone open something and like love it and like appreciate what you've done for them. So yeah, I really like giving gifts. I'm very extra and I describe things in like bizarre ways. I use a very different vocabulary depending on the people I'm with, and my terminology for describing certain things is just so out there. And a lot of people are like, how does your brain work like that? I'm almost always happy, and it takes me quite a lot to get mad. I don't have a short fuse. I'm pretty level-headed. I really avoid conflict at all costs, which honestly is sometimes a personal fault of mine. I feel like if I ever get pissed off, you would have had to really do something to me to get me mad, because usually I'm pretty understanding. I used to have a phase in my life where I'd pass out all the time. I passed out before surgery, a couple times in the shower, at school, during an eye exam actually, for like a span of 1.5 years or 2 years I think. Constantly be passing out, and I had like severe migraines as well, to the point where I would go blind. And now I don't have either. This is a really strange one, but pineapple and toothpaste make me so thirsty. Also, I have to blow my nose after I wash my face or brush my teeth. So I'm a big fantasizer, and I always come up with cute little ideas or scenarios in my head. I totally live in a fantasy world, and I'm like, oh, like imagine if like that were to happen, or like my cute little house in the future is gonna look like this and have this, and like I'm such like a dreamer, I guess. My coughs sound normal, but my burps, my sneezes, my hiccups all sound like I have a squeak toy stuck inside me. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I can do it normally, but like I literally have no control over it, and most of the time it comes out as like a little like meep. I am a quarter Russian. My grandfather is full Belarusian, like from Belarus and like the Ukraine, Russia area. So he is full, and which makes my mother half, and then I'm quarter, if that's how it works, I'm assuming. The rest of me is a mixed bag of white European. I don't like pop. Soda water and like Perrier and like that kind of like sparkling water stuff is okay, but I would never like choose that as a beverage. Like if there's literally anything else, I'd pick anything else. I've just never liked the bubbles. I always felt it was like too harsh on my mouth. I'm too scared to dye my hair or to change my hair or anything, because my hair is virgin blonde. Like I've never once put any type of fake dye, semi-permanent, anything like when you would like streak your hair pink as a kid with chalk and stuff. Like I've never done anything like that. My mom always like terrified me, because she'd say like, you're a natural blonde, so if you ever were to like mess with that or temper with it, it would never go back to normal. So I'm terrified to do anything like that to my hair, and I feel like I never will. COVID made me cancel 4 trips. I'm supposed to be leaving for Halifax tomorrow. I was supposed to have already been and returned to Nashville. I have Thailand booked for a couple weeks from now, and then I had a wedding in Dominican. So I had 4 trips that have all been canceled. This was my gap year, because I didn't take a year off between high school and university. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take this year and travel and then come home and then like work a lot for maybe the remainder of the year, or like try to find a serious interior design job, and then kind of like settle myself. I know I'll end up traveling. It's like one of my biggest dreams. All I want to do is see the world and like experience different cultures. So the first job I ever had was when I was 13, and I worked at a barn doing like their turnout and feedings and everything. and I have had a job ever since I was 13. I have been wanting to buy a bus and convert it for so long. I am obsessed with tiny houses and like what they stand for and the sustainability of a lot of them, and like how people can live in such small spaces and how it really forces you to get outside, and like literally just obsessed all around. So one of my dreams is to one day have a converted bus or van to be able to like take on trips, or I will actually live in it for a certain amount of time, who knows, but one of these days I will do that. Whenever I would tend to get in a relationship, I would lose myself a lot, and I would kind of try to tailor my life to what they wanted or what their schedule was, and I've looked back on that because I've been single for over a year now, and I can honestly say that that was probably one of my biggest faults, is that I was too much of like a people pleaser, and I just always wanted to like make sure that they felt like I was putting in effort, and I felt like that was how I needed to show it. But in reality, like, you need to have a balance between your own life and the life you're trying to kind of make between like you and another person. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people don't take initiative to do things for yourself, and you always act like something is too hard or you can't do something, or like you're the victim, or like a victim mentality. I don't relate to that. It's something that I try very hard not to do. So whenever someone is kind of acting like that, I really can't sympathize. I mean, I try to, but if anything, it frustrates me more than it should. I cannot chug to save my life. Like, my body just doesn't allow liquids to flow fast. I can't open my throat to get liquid down. It just can't chug. Can't do it. I am definitely more of a morning person. Like, I love getting up at like 6 a.m. and getting so much done and feeling like I didn't waste my day. However, I also love staying up like super late, and I really get a creative wind around like 10 p.m. and when like the house is quiet and no one's up, like that's when I feel like I can get so much work done, because during the day I'm missing out on sunshine, and like I just feel like my mind's elsewhere. So I guess I'm both, but like more so a morning person. I eat extremely fast. I love my hair long and I love my hair short, and I hate the in-between stage. And it's that awkward length like right here, and I'm just like, I don't think it suits me. I'm currently obsessed with Timothy Chalamet, whatever. I think he's so beautiful, and his acting is literal art. I love him. But I also have recently been obsessed with the Outer Banks show. I just think like it just really makes me want to be this like beach girl repping Roxy and surfing and like having adventures all the time. I used to own a Weimaraner. If you guys know, it's a dog breed. She was the most beautiful, best dog of the entire world. I would 100% get another Weimaraner in a heartbeat. Like, great family dog. Highly recommend. I am an only child, and I've only ever had 2 pets, which was Ralph and Gracie, horse and dog. I have always wanted siblings. I currently have a stepbrother and a stepsister who are both older than me, only by like a couple years, so we all get along very well. Right now, I'm currently eating like a 90% plant-based diet. I don't eat any dairy. Dairy literally kills me, and I don't eat meat unless it's offered to me. Like, I'm not vegan or vegetarian or anything like that. I myself will never buy dairy or meat. I'm super into like spirituality and crystals and the bigger meaning of life and the purpose of life and why we're all here, and like the subconscious and like how the brain works, neuroplasticity, astrology, and astrogeography, and that's what I think it's called, like the spiritual umbrella. My mom has been into it for like so long, so like I'll always sage rooms in the house to like clear bad energy, and like I have crystals and I have books on everything like that, and like I would really love to learn more and to dive deeper into that whole realm. I actually really love exercising. I debated for a while getting to the state physically where I could be in like whatever the lowest level bodybuilding competition could be, but I kind of like gave that up because I was like, I'm not really that obsessed with working out or my image or anything. I just want to feel healthy and strong. So that faded very quickly, but I do still really love exercising. I love when I can feel my body changing and getting stronger. My favorite holiday ever is Christmas. My favorite ever time of the year is fall. Like, as soon as Thanksgiving hits and the turkeys and the pumpkins and the leaves and the fall scents and the sweaters, and then Halloween, which is like a very close second to Christmas for me. And then the snow starts flying and it gets cozier and colder and hot chocolate starts getting poured, and oh my god, And then Christmas lights and the tree and Santa Claus and all of that magic. It's just like my favorite time of the entire year. And that's also a reason why I don't know if I could ever live in a place that has all year round hot weather, just because I don't think that I could experience September to January, February time in a hot country. I love having 4 seasons so much in Canada. Right now, I'm currently obsessed with Gilmore Girls. Finished Friends. You don't really have to watch it to know what's going on. Gilmore Girls is 1000% better than Friends in every way, shape, and form. It's like a little mini Hallmark movie every episode, and it's so endearing and cute, and I love Lorelai and Rory's relationship. And I straight up started planning with my friend the other day that we are both going to go down to California and visit the set of Stars Hollow. Me and my friends are going to start Waco tonight, so I'm excited for that. I think I'm slowly running out of things to watch on everything. My favorite drink right now is wine or water. Those are literally the only 2 liquids that enter my body. White wine and water, amazing. The last one is I'm super nostalgic about like old memories, and I love keeping things that have like sentiment and like looking back on things and like yearbooks and like just like recalling memories and living through them again. And just like I've been doing a lot of that during this quarantine. Before my camera dies, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this is a nice little way to kind of reintroduce myself to the channel. If you're new here, you just learned a bunch about me, and yeah, I'm just really excited to actually make this channel something I'm proud of, and not just like post things that I want to post, and not just post things because my channel says it's an equestrian channel. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this. I'm hoping you guys are staying safe and healthy, and that you're finding things to do during this crazy time, and that we all make it through and come out of this better people than we came into it. I know that's really cheesy, but I do really wish that. So I will see you guys soon. I have a haul coming up. Just letting you guys know. If you want to watch it, feel free. If you don't, I understand. Money is a weird thing right now. But anyways, I love you guys. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!